Have you ever thought to yourself that you were out of your mind, or maybe you thought that somebody else was out of their mind? I think that we've all thought that, from time to time. And the reason we sometimes think that way is because, something is being said or done that just doesn't make sense to us, especially if the other person is doing something that will put them directly in harm's way. Enter Jesus' family. They know that the religious leaders are furious with Jesus. And his family also knows that if Jesus doesn't stop upsetting the religious leaders, they will have Jesus killed. So they do what any good family would try to do. They try to explain or excuse Jesus' behavior. As a matter of fact, they tried to drag Jesus out of there just to get him away from the religious leaders. And Jesus is having none of it. He's on a mission, and he will not be stopped. Not even when the people who are trying to stop him are his family. It was bad enough that he wouldn't obey the religious leaders, who not only made the rules, but they enforced the rules. And Jesus refused to accept their authority. Okay, we all get that they were false religious teachers who craved power and control. But what about Jesus' family? After all, it seemed as if they genuinely cared about Jesus' welfare. And I think that's true. I personally believe that they cared about Jesus' welfare. But what they don't seem to care about was the one thing that was most important to Jesus: his mission. And what was his mission? To seek and to save the lost. And the truth is, his family simply didn't get it, and now they were standing in Jesus' way. Maybe this has happened to you. You know that God has called you to follow Jesus. And your family? They just don't get it. They can't figure out why you can't lie for them, or why it is you won't go out and get drunk with them, party like you used to. They can't figure out why you won't work on the Sabbath, or you won't work for a company you think is, unethical. They may not understand that your life is now headed in another direction, and sometimes the people around you think, you've lost your mind. That you've become some religious nut job, or you are possessed, by some religious cult. But the truth is, you are following God's call on your life. And your new family? They just happen to be the people who are following Jesus, just like you. Again, that was our nugget for today. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you tomorrow.